Okay, so now let's look at something practical that you can actually do to get an experience with this. And it's pretty much what I was doing, but I want you to have a go at it now and I'll talk you through it. So pick any movement you want. I find a simple one is just reaching forward like this. So you don't even need to form a fist as well. And this is just to get the experience of muscular system, skeletal system, and the energetic system. So, and once again, if you're a complete beginner, this might go way over your head with the energetic side, so just stick to strength structure. And that's also fine. Because in doing strength and structure, you're already using the state and energy, because in order to sense your structure, you have to use the sensing energy. So, from here, what I'll get you to do is to start by, actually I'll get Carson to move, is start by feeling your muscular system and just reach forward towards your partner center. And then Carson's just going to notice what that feels like in his body. Yeah? Again, he feels what it feels like. Good. You don't have to tense your face and make like you're going to do a massive turd. Just feel your muscles and reach forward. Yeah? Do you need to do a poop? No. Okay. He doesn't need to know. Okay. Good. So now Carson has an experience with the muscular system. Now the reason that's important is now as he centers and senses his structure, he knows what he wants to not use, because he just used the tension of the muscles. So the muscles can now take a break as Carson centers and senses his structure. And then from here, he now moves from this mechanic here. So he moves from this system, so to speak. Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to feel any activity in your muscles, because this depends on skill level and experience, but you should feel a difference. So how did you feel? What difference did you feel?
Well, when I was tense, obviously, my entire structure is at your control. And yeah, when I actually stopped tensing and used my structure, I felt like everything went to the ground, and I was able to withstand whatever force you gave me.
Good. So, this is the whole point, is to gain experience. As the training partner, it's not like I want to try and stop him from doing it. The level of pressure I put should be determined by Carson, by your partner. So, meaning they should tell you if they want more force or less force, so that they can actually develop skill. Think of it this way. Sometimes I see people come along and they want to get tested at the highest level straight away. They're a white belt and they want to spar black belts, or they're very new to it and they're like, yeah, put all your force on me. That's not how it works. Like, think about a young baby who's just born. You don't ask them to sprint straight away. You ask, they naturally start to learn how to crawl and then eventually how to walk. And it's similar with your skills. Your skills need to be nurtured, cultivated, and grown over time. You're not going to be Michael Jordan on the first time you pick up a basketball. So, make sure you're working with an appropriate level of pressure for the point of your training. Now, on that same note, you might be in the game 10, 20, 30, 40. A gentleman joined up, I think, this morning, and he's had 45 years of experience. So he might want a higher level of pressure because he's at a better level to deal with that. But keep in mind that it takes time to cultivate skill. So, once again, Carson does muscular pressure once or twice. Just go to twice, let's say. Muscle again. And he feels what that feels like. Structure, center, sense the structure, rotate the joint. So the concept is rotation and structural unity through sensation. And then he goes to move, and he has the structural feeling. He goes structure again. Good. And now he goes into state, meaning he lets go of the muscles, he lets go of structure. Center, sense, sink down, connect to me, yeah? And then move with that condition on, yeah? So now state, I feel a definite change in the amount of power being generated by his body. So center, sense, sink, see, he uses that to then move towards me, yeah? Yeah. State. So state is the energetic system. What did you feel in your difference between the first two to the last one?
The first is the muscular structure. Like, you're just using the muscles. As I said before, like it just gives them an opportunity to grab your entire structure.
Or was a difference in the feeling? So just if you had to give a definite difference from the last one you used through to the first one you used, what was the difference?
It's a lot less effort.
Less effort.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. One of the actual principles is forcelessness or effortlessness that you're looking to develop. It doesn't mean you aren't going to use force. It means that you'll try to use as little as possible, because that's good for efficiency and power generation. Now, That's a real simple exercise you can do with pretty much anything, any type of movement. And which is what Qigong was, my master was pretty much teaching us. We were going through the form and he'd come up and test us in every movement to try to help us to gain the mind force power or the energetic power within each movement. Now, it can be used with pressure. I can go strength, structure, stay with bongs out. You can do it with cut down, strength, structure, stay. You can do it. You can do it with all the different movements. It's up to you. So that's just this is a learning concept and tool for you to play around with in your own training. So it can be done with all movements. Now, if you are on your own, you can do this with objects. So if you get the pad, objects, or even like with a wall, like we spoke about before. But you could hold this and go to lift it, make something heavier, and use your muscle system to lift it. Then use your structural system, and then try to use your energetic system and try to notice the difference. You can do the same thing. So this is once again for people at home without a training partner. Like I mentioned once again, this is my wall. Yeah, maybe turn the other way. This is the wall of Carlson. Yeah, so you can go muscle force against that, structural force. Okay, actually, hold much more sturdy. So maybe go sideways. So really hold, because then it's more like a wall. Yeah. So stay there and go really strong in your stance. Yeah. Muscle system. Just feel how it feels in your muscle system. Yeah, and structural system. And then stay and try to feel the difference. You're not trying to bust walls or break people in half when you do this. You are trying to gain an experience of the difference between muscle, skeletal, and mind energy systems. Okay, so that's an exercise you can play around with, and it's also a concept for you to start to use within your practice as well. Okay, look forward to seeing you in our next video.